be that time of year. We got all kinds of presents around the tree. And looky who else we got. uh, he's the new Lion King of our property. He's just a little baby now, a little squirt, but he will get big. His name is Luca. Oh, and he's ready for a nappy. He's been out all day. So Daddy gets to go downstairs and we'll move on to the war room section of the man cave. Having us some happy holidays. Alright, so we're back. And I am about 2 card plays into the game. And I'll show you what's going on. My first move, I did neither of the above. And went ahead, used the card for a tops value. Thereby, where's that? Here you go. Activating old Jocelyn II. And moving his units over from Barra. Now, whenever you move, you have to do a foraging roll. And he came out unscathed, which was good. In response to that, though, the Muslim player played a card also for its ops value. And moved old Zenji out of Mosul. Oh, we got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he had to roll for attrition, and he did pick somebody up in Aleppo. But and I'll have to check that out. Maybe he had to stop in Aleppo when he picked him up. But he picked up a unit in Aleppo. Went on there to move 6 and rolled for attrition. And rolled a 6. So I'm not really attrition, a foraging die roll whenever you go that far. Whenever you move, it says you have to roll. So he lost 2 steps, lost a unit. So wherever he picked up in Aleppo was insurance. Now, what is he doing out here? Huh. Maybe Antioch? Don't know. Don't know what's going on, but that's the move. We're just back to the, what do you call it, the Crusader Christian turn. And over here looking at some cards, and I think it might be time to use this one. If Conrad is on the map. Now he is not on the map, he is in Constantinople waiting to come with a big force on turn 4 if the Muslim player don't get at least 4 victory points. But so I won't be removing Comrade, so that's good. And they have these cards placed a certain amount that could have been placed at the end of the game or middle of the deck or anything, but just happened to be drawn for my first hand for a Christian player. So having to be, I'm getting ready to do my first diplomacy, find out what goes on with Byzantium, and if he stays pro-Christian with the die roll, it says I gotta roll for him no matter what, if he's already pro-Christian or not, and successful. I get to bring on some units. So that's what we were doing now. Now there's a really good card in here that was the assassination of Zengi, and historically the poor SOB got murdered by one of his slaves. Imagine that. Somebody got tired of being a freaking slave. Cut him short real quick. So no dramatic ending to Zengi. As a matter of fact, he got an assassination card you can use, but fortunately for the Muslim player, it's in his hand, not in the Christian player's hand. But Zengi has moved to Gaston, and he's in the vicinity of an Antioch stronghold castle. So that added to his attrition die rolls. And yeah, like I said, he suffered a unit loss, and that's pretty big in this game. We'll be back with more holiday season festivities, trying to get some sleep. Having a puppy's like having a baby. Yeah, sleep on the floor. They'll get used to the place, but having all kinds of fun. Working hard and playing even harder. We'll be back. Alright, I want to make a little correction on that statement about the Muslim player needing 3 victory points. No, he starts off with 3. He starts off with 3 victory points, and he needs 4 to avoid loss by turn 4. When he does, if he does get that 1 victory point, that's when Conrad comes on at turn 4 with that big old Crusader army. So he ain't worried about that now. He's just worried about getting that 1 more victory point. So that's what that's all about. We're getting ready to make a diplomacy die roll here, and I'll be right back. Hold on. All right then. On these diplomacy rolls, we're going to go ahead and roll that, but with these modifiers, we'll add a -2 to it because I control the power's capital. They're on our side already. Events already modify the roll, and on that one, that will be a -1, so we're up to -3 for the event. And diplomatic advantage marker. Now, the diplomatic advantage marker is neutral. Nobody has that yet. So, you may use it. Then once you use it, you put it back in a neutral force pool, or it's already in a neutral force pool. Nobody's got it. So, the scenario rules indicate the target number. So then, in this scenario, well, I already got it wrote down. Byzantines for the Christians at 2 or less. I'll be rolling with a -3 modifier, trying to get a 2 or less. Oh, that'll work. That's a 1. So we'll be bringing on. Who comes on? Manuel and 4 Byzantine units in Constantinople. Alright, so that's a result of the Christian player's turn. I'll go ahead and move the marker over here to the Muslim player's action phase. I gotta gather up some units and place them in Constantinople. We'll be right back. Okay then, for the Christian player. Oh, I should do this right away. It doesn't make a difference. Sorry. Alright, we're going to put this card here that is going to be played by a Christian player back in the pile. The second card play for the Christian player. And as you can see over here, see if we can zoom in Constantinople, we got old Manuel the First. I'll be looking him up on YouTube to see, just what the history is. I like to look at the history. We got some nice little Byzantine units there. 4 of them ready to go. On to the Muslim players' action round. We're back. Now, Muslim players' turn. And this will be his, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. It'll be his second action round. Second move of turn 1. Trying to get that 1 victory point. Now, you didn't see because I didn't record it. It's the first action round, but the Muslim player's hand compared to the Christian player's hand is butt kiss. He ain't got nothing. These will all be played for their ops value, I guess is what it's called, or whatever their value is in this game. I'm using a labyrinth, or what is that? Washington's War reference to that, but yeah, these will be used, or maybe a diplomatic roll too. Then we'll have to see what he's going to do in his turn. I just wanted to show you that he really don't have that many cards. Now, the 2 that he might want to use is this one. Any army before battle. So this one here happens before battle. That's a good card. That is a good card. Or transfer 2 units with a full strength of 2 or less from your dead pile. And he does have that, so he lost a unit with that attrition coming from Mosul. Zengay. So these are probably the options. I want to look at what I can do here on his possible actions. And we'll see. Activate a leader. We might want to get the leader where he's going. Cause an event. I don't see no events really unless I reinforce him with that one unit, but that can wait. Resolve a siege. Oops, sorry about the light. Use diplomacy or make a vassal move. I think it's going to be either diplomacy or activate a leader. I'll get the light out of there. There you go. We will be back. Alright, well, got me a little plan here for the Muslim player. And it might just involve their possible actions. I'm going to use diplomacy. And we may whisper in the ear of Damascus, the highest one on the board, when it comes to a threshold of die rolls to influence them. 3s or less. So that'll help, but mostly why the Muslim player wants Damascus on their side is because of the capital, worth 3 victory points. Won't even have to fire a shot. And I got my 4 victory points for a Muslim player. The game won't end on turn 4. So I think that's what we're going to do. We also, and then another thing is, you know, it says turn 4. It sounds really quick, but that's 28 card plays from now. That's plenty of time. I mean, one turn is 7, card plays, action rounds per player. So I like my move with old Zenge out here. Definitely would have sent shockwaves to the Christian world that the Muslims are on the move, and they will be gathering their forces and responding. So speed is of the essence. But if I can come up with this Damascus victory, diplomatic victory, gain those victory points, that'd be a huge win for me. Also, I'm going to try to get this diplomatic advantage card. You may possess the card of the diplomatic advantage marker in one of 4 ways. The 4th way is probably what I would do. Just play a diplomatic card to gain a marker if you do not possess it. So I can just play a diplomacy card, just like influence of power. But they got, certain modifiers, +1. Oh, if your opponent has it, so that won't apply. But only attempted once per turn. But there's no chance for your marker to pass on to your opponent, unlike these 3 options. So do I just go ahead and take a chance with that big number 3 or less? 50-50 chance with a die roll. Or do I take my time and try to get that diplomatic advantage marker? We'll be back.